Hi, I'm Roxanne Chess, a pediatric occupational therapist, and today we have the second installment of handwriting tips and tricks. So just 4 additional tips and tricks for handwriting. As you know, occupational therapists do a lot with handwriting, and so this is some additional things that you can do. Something that you might have heard of is a slant board. You may have seen your child's occupational therapist use a diagonal slant board. It could even be a very large 3-ring binder. The reason for this, we'll use it as a table where we put the materials, the paper, writing on top of it. But the reason for this is twofold. Number one, we're going to get more stability. So having that slant board gives the elbow somewhere to rest, and it provides more stability through the rest of the forearm. So when you're in this position, you have more stability proximally close, which allows for more distal precision and mobility. So this is as distal as you can get, as far away from your center as you can get, and so you need as much stability as you can get. So if the child is having difficulty writing precisely and neatly, we often find that giving some additional stability with use of a slant board can help. Also, it's putting the wrist and the hand in a more optimal position for a mature grasp. So it can be really helpful to use a slant board. Again, you can just get a large 3-ring binder, put that on the table in front of the child, and you can tape on top with a little masking tape if there's no clip, because a slant board would typically have a clip on top there. One little note to add to this is the ergonomics in general. You want to make sure that the child's feet are supported, and ideally there's a 90-degree angle at the ankle, the knee, and the hip, so that they're allowed to sit up straight. This will support posture, which again, that proximal stability through our posture will help us be more precise in our distal hand movements, especially if there's low tone. The second thing for today's tips and tricks are precision games. So we can drill handwriting till the cows come home, and hopefully your child will tolerate that, but there's other ways to address what needs to be worked on. We can drill what's considered a top-down approach if we look at development as a triangle or a pyramid. Those skills at the very top, you can drill, but we need to address the foundations underneath of what's really going on. So oftentimes fine motor precision is lacking. So you can use very thin mazes. You can use trickier dot-to-dot activities, and also tracing activities. So I might print out, if the child likes Spider-Man, I might print out a picture of Spider-Man, and instead of just coloring inside the lines, you can have them trace all those fine lines in the picture. So that's another additional way to work on some more precise fine motor skills and build up that precision so that their letters will be more precise as well. Also, some pre-writing shapes. If it's a younger child, we want to make sure that their pre-writing shapes are really strong. So oftentimes we see some delays or areas in our visual motor integration, such that the diagonals, the long versus short lines, also our curves, are they big or small? There might be some issues there, which is impacting our ability to form nice letters, because all of those shapes and lines go into the symbols that are letters. So you might want to take a step back, especially if it's with a younger child, and make sure that their pre-writing shapes are really solid. And the last thing is that bigger is better in this case. So when teaching writing, we want to start with really big letters. The reason for that is the kinesthetic input. If I'm reaching up and drawing a big line down, I'm getting more input through my shoulder. I'm feeling how long that line down is. And so when we can work on writing with children, we might want to use a large chalkboard, a big easel at home, a large poster board. You can even put shaving cream up on your glass mirror in your bathroom, or if you have a wall in the bathroom, you can put some coloring into the foam and put it up on the bathroom tiles, and have the child draw letters really, really big. And so this is going to help build the understanding of those shapes again. Is it a long line down or a short line down? Is that a big curve for a letter D or a little curve? So on top of all that practice that you want to do to get the motor pattern for each letter, making them big can be really helpful. Thank you.